Hey everybody, what's up?
Hey.
This is the Gizz Verse podcast, a podcast completely dedicated to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard universe, a universe that the band King Gizzard has created, but you, me, Brian, all of us, we've been sustaining, and I gotta say, I'm proud of you guys. You know, we're
Proud
doing
of us, proud of life, proud of the
we're
world.
doing good. You know, the band's doing great. We're paying for stuff. They're succeeding, and you know, here we go. It's a win-win-win. Yeah,
We're doing it.
We're doing it, and everybody's a part of it, and I couldn't be happier in life. What's up, everybody? My name's Tommy O'Neill.
I'm Brian Cintron.
That's right, you are, man.
Oops.
And welcome, may I say, to Los Angeles, California.
Ooh, is that where
Brian?
I'm at? Ain't nothing but a gangsta party. Ain't nothing but a gangsta party. I heard Tupac on the way over here on the airplane.
You're gonna hear it all over the place, man.
Yeah,
People
I thought that was
bump that
very
motherfucker
appropriate.
here, dude.
It was very appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy to be home, man.
dude.
I'm digging the digs, dude. Like it's pretty nice. Tommy sent me some pictures of the spot before I got out here, and Tommy's a comedian. He's not a photographer. You know what I mean? Let's
I'm
keep
a
that
bad-
very much in mind.
Can't take pictures.
So I was like, damn, yeah, that place looks kind of nice, man. Looks pretty okay. It's beautiful, man. Got a couple beautiful qualities like Penny Lane over there.
Hey, the dog.
Tommy's little Boston Terrier that we've known for I think about 20 years now. I don't
like
know.
to say she's my Boston Terrier. She's just the worst roommate I've ever had in my life. You know, she doesn't pay rent ever, but she's adorable, and I like living with her. She's nice.
Long story. So you just described me as a dog, is what you're. Yeah, all right, bingo, perfect, man. Yeah.
Yeah, we're here in our brand new studios, the GizzVerse podcast studios.
Boom.
The GVSP studios, I guess.
All right, man.
We're here with our green mics and our purple mics, talking to you guys live.
We're looking good.
Dude, I'm happy you're here, bro.
Thanks, man.
Long time coming.
Long time.
Long time coming, man.
We're here, brother.
Oh my God, dude! I'm the flight, the packing, all the stuff. You know, stressful.
Worth it.
Which leads me to my next point, guys. We're super sorry that we haven't put out a podcast in a little while. I know.
I think it's been ages, man.
It's been ages, and it's our fault. Mostly Brian's fault by our fault.
Yeah, it was probably more my fault. Yeah,
you've got a lot of stuff. You had a lot of stuff going on, right?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I got nothing to do now.
Packing, had to sell your car.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
Jesus,
that
dude.
was a whole thing.
You sended boxes. How much did the boxes were like $90 a pop?
For $90 a pop. Got two more coming.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah. Spending a little dough, but listen, man. I love Orlando. City beautiful. Keep on keeping on. But I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be here. Man,
Orlando Throwdown.
The Old Town Throwdown, but now we're gonna be the Cali Valley or whatever.
No, don't do that. No,
Yeah.
I don't want to be the Valley.
Yeah, I don't want to be that either.
Yeah, I've heard it's bad. Like I really don't know, but just
I don't
people
know.
say it's bad. It's one of those things. You know what I mean?
It
I guess
seems
it's
bad.
It's more like, hey, whatever. Oh my God, like that's the Valley thing. I don't know. I'm really unfamiliar. As much as I've lived here for like a year in California, Los Angeles specific, for like a year and some change. But I'm not really used to it. For instance, the San Diego catastrophe.
Oh boy,
I don't know how I want to address this. I've already told you about this, Brian.
I know about it.
We talked about this.
I already told you about this. It's really
I'm kind of ashamed of myself right now, guys. I know that. Okay, look. The tickets went on sale for King Gizzard a long time ago for San Diego.
Did they now?
Yeah, they did. And I knew they were only at 1,000 capacity. But I'm like, dude, I've been to concerts in San Diego. I went to go see the Babe Rainbow in San Diego.
With you
it was
and
like this small,
seven other
guys, dude. It was like nobody fucking there, man. It was the smallest venue. Like I could have went into. I saw people buying tickets there, dude. Like walking up, like people were like, "Hey, who's playing tonight, bro?" Like, "Oh man, I don't know, like 5 different bands." Like,
$8. All right, cool, man.
I'm going, dude. So I was like, all right, man, San Diego. Like, it's chill, bro. It's a chill place. It's not Los Angeles. Lo and behold, the tickets fucking sold out, man. So, what? I got, yeah, dude. Brian, it's the most disappointed I've ever felt. I know you were busting my balls, but
a little bit.
Dude, I felt
Just kidding, but seriously,
I felt the shame that you were sending through your text message onto me, dude. It was fucking brutal.
because it was like, hey, man, damn,
bro.
dude, Gizz in San Diego sold out. I didn't get my ticket. I was like, oh, you didn't get it like 2 months ago when I told you to get it and I got mine?
Definitely told
I
me
was
to
like,
get it.
yeah. Yeah, spooky, man, spooky.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, dude. You definitely told me to get it, dude. I'm not gonna front on that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say I told you so. No, I don't. I love that shit. I told you so, damn it.
And it's at a good venue. It's at a good venue. Now they do have tickets available, but it's people that don't listen to Gizz.
Yeah, filthy.
They're reselling those tickets for like $180.
Bamboozlers, bro.
Like $99 and stuff like that. And the tickets are originally like $20. Now, this is why I'm bringing this up, guys. I'm not a proud man, you know. I'm not a smart man, you know. But I do know
Simple.
I do know what love is, okay? And I love King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, all right, guys? But I'm also a simple man. I'm a simple comedian. I'm a dick joke slinger, okay?
Slanging.
I don't make that much money. I'm not going to fuck with you guys, okay? And I bought stickers for all you guys. And so now I need a favor back, okay? I sent out stickers to some of you guys, and I'm hoping that one of you guys out there... look, I need a ticket sold to me at a decent, fair price. I'll pay. Look, I understand. If you want to make $10, $15 off,
$2, $3, you know.
Buddy Tommy, man, hey, I get it. Okay,
Bingo, no problem.
I fucking get it. But please, I am begging somebody out there, somebody in the GizzVerse, please, guys, help me get a ticket to San Diego.
Somebody has an extra.
If you find one online for a good, decent price, like $50, whatever, please just send me the link. I would really appreciate it. If somebody has an extra, dude, whatever, man, send me a DM. We'll talk, bro.
Let's chit chat, brother.
Let's figure it out. Whatever it needs to happen, man. Brian's got some vinyls I can trade you. Whatever you need.
Hope you guys like Liza Minnelli because they're coming out to you, baby.
For no reason whatsoever, man.
Let's rock and roll. And if listen, if Tommy can't make it, hey man, come and find me, man. We'll party. You know what I mean? We'll have a good old time.
Brian will be there on the report as well. Regardless, I will be at the Los Angeles show at the Palladium. And I'm excited for that. That is the first day of their U.S. tour. And dude, their U.S. tour looks fucking incredible, man. Like I couldn't be more excited. It's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be dope. From what I understand from all the videos, like the 2-hour long show or like the intermission shows that they've been playing, where they'll go up, play an hour and such, and then go away and then come back and play another hour.
We're back.
It's like, what, dude? What band does that, dude? That's insane. They I think they were like flushing out their material, right? They were trying to figure out what the sets were going to be.
They're definitely cutting some material loose, man, which is just like, it keeps me extra excited for the U.S. tour because who knows? I mean, and what I like, because, we follow like the fan page and all that good stuff, which is amazing. But it's like a lot of people will post, pictures of the show or like set lists and stuff like that. I'm the kind of dude, I don't like to know any of that.
Man, I agree with you on that. I really agree with you on that.
I don't want to hear any set lists. I don't want to see the stuff. I just want to get up there. Surprised can be, happy as can be, loving every moment.
Right. And I really agree with you, too. I don't want to know shit about what's going on ahead of time, dude. Yeah, dude. I really want to be fresh with it as well. And that's a hard thing to stay in the dark with today's technology, because also, like, you want to stay up to date with the fan page.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, I don't know if I would have liked to known ahead of time or not like to known ahead of time that they're going to play the Fourth Color live, obviously, dude. That video that they released, bro, oh my God, bro. It was fucking mind-bendingly good, dude. What the fuck? Finally, confirmation they were playing Polygon Wonderland live. Easily my favorite album of this year, dude. Easily my favorite album this year that they released. So good. I cannot fucking wait to hear that live, man. It's going to be dope, bro. It's going to be dope, man.
That's going to be a lot of fun. I hope that's thrown up in the mix for sure.
Are you excited to hear some stuff from your favorite album, the Gum Boop?
I'm hoping to hear a little Gum Boop. I saw a video of them playing Beginner's Luck, and boy, oh boy, I was aroused with emotions.
Somebody posted it? Some like random person posted it?
I think it was like a fan that posted, if I remember correctly. I don't think it was like a flight list post, and it was just sounded so good. Ambrose, when he comes on that, it just sounds heavenly as always, man.
I haven't seen the video. You were telling me that Ambrose looked awesome and sounded dope
great.
On it. Yeah.
Woo. Excited about that.
I'm pretty excited about it too,
anything from any album last year is down, and new stuff. Like, who knows what kind of new stuff they'll be throwing at us? Like, we don't know. We don't know.
Our buddy Caitlin shout out to
Yeah.
Pom Pom Poms,
Yo.
one of the
Baby
best,
girl.
one of the best artists in the game, one of the best cartoon artists in the game, or comic artists in the game right now.
Hell yeah.
She went to London. She was sporting some of her comic book material over there, and
That's what she's doing.
doing a work trip. She went and saw Gizz in London. Lucky ducky luck.
At the first Brixton show.
Damn, son.
Oh man.
I got some messages from people in Europe that were going to their shows that told me months ago that they were going to end up going to their shows and stuff like that. And I was like, dang, son, that's going to be so much fun. Seeing them in the Raw stage, I feel like would be a blast, kind of in that middle where they're still figuring stuff out. Like, because their shows change all the time from like one show to the next.
Yeah.
You know, they really variate. Yeah. I know they get sick of playing certain songs over and over again. You can tell, you know?
Yeah, most bands do. I guess. No, actually, not necessarily.
Billy Joel doesn't, dude.
He sure does not, man. Not when he gets those paychecks in, man.
Yeah, I guess, but Billy Joel's been playing the same goddamn songs for 18
1984,
years.
man. Yeah. Doing his thing, man. Well, good.
But they switch it up a lot. They really do.
Yeah, I mean, they have the material to do it, man.
How was Caitlin's experience?
She was liked it a bunch, man. She said the venue was awesome. It was a packed. That was sold out. They added another show, I think, the day after.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was packed. So, and Caitlin's a very punctual person, and she got there like on time with time to spare, and there was still a line wrapped around the entire building.
Yeah.
Huge. And it was unfortunate because, I mean, during this time is when Mild High Club is playing, which is actually, that's her favorite band. Like,
yeah.
She loves herself some King Gizzard.
You went to go see Mild High with her in like
yes,
Orlando, right?
We had a nice little squad for
$12.
$12 US, man. Boy, oh boy. What a time. Shout out to the boys.
Jazz band ever, bro.
Groovin', baby. So, yeah, by the time she got in there, they were playing like their last song. They were just closing up. So she saw like a song, I think, from Mild High. But she said the boys killed it, man. That was the first time she saw them. And she said it was a hootenanny. Heard the show was great.
Yeah?
Yeah. They played, her favorite's like Cellophane, I think. So they played Cellophane. So she was loving that, believe it or not.
I'm really glad they're bringing that song back for this tour. I know I heard it in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So good, man. So good. That song live is dope, bro.
I was excited for the Atlanta one.
It's a little sped up live, I think, and just ooh, man. Dude, the Lord of Lightning. Anyways, sorry, I don't want to get lost in that topic.
We get real lost in there,
dope
man.
They are live. Oh man, the fucking live, bro. It's so dope. Well, good, man. I'm definitely glad Caitlin enjoyed herself in London, dude. I mean, that's the cherry on top.
Yeah, man.
I'm sure.
FOMO out the wazoo on that, man.
Yeah, man, for sure. But you can't be everywhere. You can't pay to be everywhere in this.
I guess you
goddamn
can.
world, dude.
Yeah,
I wanted to be a Gizz Fest this year, but it's like either that or you pay your rent. It's like, okay, well, you know, when you put it in those terms.
Well, I'm currently trying to get my buddies out to to fund my experience and have me go out to see New Orleans and Atlanta this year on the tour too.
Pay for you?
Nope, but not looking like it. But
yeah.
But a boy can hope, and hopefully I'll get out there to New Orleans and Atlanta. We'll see them a couple more times to get this party started.
When are they playing there?
So okay, we're seeing them. I think they're.
Because I know some spots I can do shows at.
That'd be really cool, actually.
Yeah,
that'd be
so
sweet.
I might be able to get some gigs there if you tell me when they are.
I want to say like June 26th, later in June.
Yeah.
If I'm correct. So when do we? Is it like June 1st? Did we see him? May 31st.
If I can do that, I can get the hotel. The club will just pay for the hotel, and we can just go post up there and knock that out. So we're not staying in a fucking hostel. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I know both spots in Atlanta and in. Anyways, guys, I know this is super fascinating of a podcast.
This is Gizzard related, man.
It is Gizzard
This is what
related,
a lot of
but
lizards
I don't know.
do.
Yeah.
We find ways to get to shows.
We find ways to get to shows.
Okay.
We jump in a car and we go to a show.
Get out, man. We just hit the press play and let robots stop playing on Infinity, and we just let it ride, man.
Yeah, dude. Obviously, I mean, you guys can tell. I'm excited about the shows and the tour, the U.S. tour that I can go to. I can afford to go to.
We don't hide our excitement on the GizzVerse podcast. This is what we're here for, damn it.
Definitely not, but you know, they get it. They get it. And you guys let us know what shows you guys are going to and how far you have to drive and stuff like that.
Please do.
Send us your craziest stories and stuff like that, and we'll read them on the podcast. If you guys send us a good one, we'll definitely mention you guys on the podcast.
Yeah, give us a wacky story for sure.
And I know that you guys, I was going to say this for the end, and I know that you guys have been messaging me about this for a long time. A lot of people on the list. We are going to start bringing bringing people in now that me and Brian are in Los Angeles. So we're going to start bringing people on the phone. We're either going to Skype them in. I really don't want to Skype, so I would love to do. Right? It doesn't sound fun, but I know some guys that have mentioned, guys and gals that are in with radio stations, or they have access to recording their own side of the fence. So if we could call in and do something like that,
that'd be cool.
Either way, we are going to have some guests to talk about their Gizz experience as well. The thing we haven't done is reached out to the band, which when it gets closer to the time of the show, I am going to definitely be reaching out to them. I'm going to hit them up on social media. If we can get an interview with them, that would be really ideal. If anybody knows how we could even go about doing something like that I'm going to hit up everybody that I know, but I don't know people that know Gizzard. I barely know people that listen to King Gizzard. You know what I'm saying? For real. I have to be on a fan page in order to connect with you guys. So, hey, buddies. You just walk down the street, you know, not everybody's a Gizzard fan, and like the only way you can tell is if they're wearing a fucking t-shirt, you know, or an OC's t-shirt.
Real quick,
controversial.
Can I tell you about some guy? I forgot to tell you about this, man.
Tell me about the guy.
And we were going to talk about this later, but I'm bringing it up now because you got me going.
Bossing me around.
Yep. Okay. I'm running this shit.
Push me around.
At Okeechobee, I was at the Okeechobee Music Festival recently.
Oh man, you should save it, but okay.
Okay, save that. But let me say this.
Okay.
I'm sitting there in the morning. There's this beach area. It was like a DJ playing. You know, like chilling. It's like noon.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow. Okay. Chill EDM, not.
Yeah, it's like go.
I'm the devil.
Exactly. Yeah, he wasn't the devil, but he's one of his little soldiers. You know what I mean? Chilling. So we're sitting there in our tapestries, you know, drinking Bud Light Live or whatever the hell we were drinking. And this homie walks by with him and his boy, and he's wearing a King Gizzard shirt.
Hey,
like it's like the one like Little Gator. It's like a white shirt. They sell it on a lot of their shows.
Bruce?
No.
Okay.
And being by my buddy Tarek, we go, King Gizzard, and the guy looks at us and like just frowned away.
What?
He was like, yeah. Like, I was like, bro, we're family, dude.
Whoa.
We're one and the same. It's seriously like, we were like, damn, dude, whatever. Like half an hour went by, I was like, I can't believe that guy in the King Gizzard shirt, man.
No
I was like,
you never told me about
this. I didn't tell you. It rubbed me a funny way, man. Like, dude, legit.
That's kind of insane, bro. That's kind of legitimately insane.
I didn't like it.
I don't like it either, man. That's unbelievable that someone would do that. Like a fellow Gizz head.
I was like, bro, and like we're in the middle of like a place that's not super like, not to say that nobody there was. I'm not.
No, but if
that.
you have a T-shirt, a King Gizzard T-shirt, dude, that means you like the band at least, bro.
For sure.
You're not buying that. I mean, maybe he just.
He saw them in shows.
Maybe
this
that's his
cool.
brother's T-shirt or his.
And
his
it does look,
T-shirt.
you know, like people for these music festivals, people pack their hippiest, like trippiest gear. You know what I mean? So
right.
Maybe, but I don't know, man.
Dude,
I don't know.
That would piss me off, bro.
I was like, this guy, man. Dude, we're all one, brother.
What a fucking clown, man.
We're a part of the Nonagon, dude.
Dude, whoever you are, fuck you and don't listen to this podcast. All right? You get off this goddamn podcast.
Get out of here, man. We don't like you anymore.
Wait. I take that back. You should listen to this podcast.
Keep listening. And
you should keep listening to this podcast because maybe you'll learn something about brotherhood,
love,
and the love for this band.
Companionship.
You understand? Because when we're all at a show, we're all at the show together, goddammit.
Yeah.
And when we love this band, we love it together, goddammit. All right? And some people, they only fuck with certain albums. There's people out there that are Gizz fans for certain albums, and that's like maybe one or two albums they mess with, but then they don't get on like, you know, Murder the Universe, or you know,
right? Something, yeah.
I was in a car with a comedian getting coffee the other day with Jerry Seinfeld.
Was his name Jerry Seinfeld?
I was in a car with a comic heading down to San Diego to do a show, and shout out to Daniel, what's up, bro?
What's up, man?
McQuinn, what's up, bro? He was telling me somehow, I mean, believe it or not, if music, I tend to like casually try to bring up King Gizzard to everybody. I don't know about you guys, but like I'm always trying to slip it into the conversation as casual as possible. It's one of my favorite things to ask because I at this point I'm looking for fellow Gizz fans through like comics, and there's some comics that I've met that like will blow my mind with music, and if I don't open that door up, I'll never fucking know. So
Right.
there's a lot. So we were sitting in there, and I was like, I don't know if Allison, my fiance, was with me as well. I don't know if she brought it up or if I brought it up, but like. I mentioned it, and he was like, "Oh man, hell yeah, dude! Paper mache dream balloon." I was like, "Oh fuck yeah,
man.
dude!" I was like, "All right, man,
we buddies,
yeah,
we buddies."
dude." And instantly, it changed, like, because I barely knew this guy. We had a gig together, and it was like, "Oh man, you want to carpool? Cool, let's do this." You know, I didn't know him ahead of time. It went from being like, "I didn't know you," to, "Dude, we're friends now."
We're friends forever, brother.
A week later, he was like, "Yo, man, you want a ticket to a Clippers game, bro? Like, I got a free ticket. You want to come with me, dude?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" And we're hanging out. We want to play NBA 2K together. Like, dude, now we're buddies. I had the complete opposite experience. Like of finding a Gizz,
That's how it should
friend.
be.
That's how it should fucking be, man. That's how it's companionship, bro. I'm fucking real, dude.
We're all in this together, guys. We're all in this together, GizzVerse. So like, this is us, man. You know.
Yeah.
Shit.
There's a lot of shit. Like, exhausted mad about it. There's a lot of division within the GizzVerse. I got to be honest, and I get it. You know, it's not all ruled in. This isn't a fascist oligarchy. You know what I'm saying? This is a universe built off of fascism.
Well, yeah, but when we have people like that, it's a crumbling castle, okay?
It is a crumbling
and we
castle,
cannot continue that,
if
man.
they're not seeing the fourth color, bro, they need to get the
outta
fuck
here,
out, man. Get out of here. Speaking of seeing the fourth color, bro, and speaking of getting absurdly upset about absolutely nothing, I saw this guy post on the Gizz fan page, and a lot of people commented on it, and a lot of people liked it, and a lot of people even like responded to it. I didn't respond to it. I commented on it. I'm not going to read it directly, but I'll sum it up for you. Me and Brian have already kind of discussed it, but I wanted to have this conversation on the podcast a little bit because it umbrellas into a bigger topic, I guess. But this dude posted on if you guys, I'm sure some of you guys are on the fan page and stuff, and maybe some of you guys even commented or saw this post, but some guy, I don't know his name, and I don't want to like condemn anybody or anything like that. Somebody posted a thing basically saying, and again, I'm not reading this verbatim, so whatever, but basically saying there's no way that King Gizzard, he said that I don't know why people paint King Gizzard with the brush of being stoners, especially because they're so prolific and they... Oh, those are great socks, honey. And that they're painted with this brush of being a stoner, and there's no way they could be a stoner because they could be stoners because they're so prolific and they're so active. They make so many albums, they tour so much, and there's no way they could be this creatively putting out so much creative output if. I don't know if that's redundant. If they were stoners, it basically is what the guy was saying in this post, and it was like a 2-paragraph type thing. So I'm trying to like sum it.
Was it? Was like a big old guy?
Maybe I'm exaggerating the length of the post, but it was at least a paragraph long post. All right.
Okay.
And most of the people reacted similarly to what my comment was, which is like, dude, being a stoner is not correlated with being a lazy person. All right?
Not necessarily. No.
And not necessarily at all. And like, honestly, at the core of it, dude, there is if you're going to call cannabis even a drug, there is a quote unquote drug culture, I think, within the GizzVerse. Okay? I'm not saying the band is doing a bunch of drugs and stuff like that or whatever, but like, dude, I don't think you're listening to the band correctly if you're saying, dude, there's no way this band could be smoking weed because smoking weed's for fucking losers. If you're one of those people, bro, how are you even digesting this band correctly? How does it even make sense? I'm not saying you have to be high, but to be a person with such a closed-minded viewpoint, how the fuck are you listening to King Gizzard?
I'm closed-minded about this band. Yeah, it's pretty...
Dude, it's a pretty open-minded band about some intense philosophical storylines, philosophical questions, constantly looking at yourself, constantly like inwardly checking oneself. I mean, Cookie has one of the greatest songs about that period. I'm not, that's a different band. I get that. But like, dude, this band is about introspection. And like, I find it very narrow-minded. Maybe he was trolling. Maybe I got like
which is a quite possible thing.
Super fucking mad for no reason. But a lot of people, shout out to my man Dave, admin on the fan page. Dave knows.
He knows what's up.
He said something very similar to it. And like something similar to what I'm saying right now, which is like, dude, those don't correlate. And like, furthermore, this is something I'm going to and one this. I don't want to put anybody else on the same boat as me on this because I might stand alone here, but like to suggest that there isn't a drug culture within the GizzVerse or King Gizzard, like, dude, you're fucking retarded. You're so Have you been to a show? What's on the projector? What's going on in the background there? Do you think that like normal people watch that shit on a day? Oh, bro, like I don't do drugs. I just looking at super trippy shit on the fucking background. No, you fucking moron. Like, dude, everybody gets it. Everybody knows what's going on there, dude. Like, whether it be a mild like use of cannabis or whatever, all the way up to the heavy psychedelics.
Do you remember when I lit that doobie? In Atlanta,
yeah.
You remember that guy that was next to us? Was like he was salivating over that doobie, man.
I've never been physically asked to, hey man, can I smoke a joint more, and like it'd be such an awkward situation, dude. It was so fucking.
It was pretty irritating for sure.
Say, my fiance's here. You want to say hi to people on the podcast?
Hi.
Oh God. That's why she doesn't do the podcast, everybody.
All right, you're the browser. Hey,
I'll see you soon. I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, I will.
How's it? See you later.
I'll see you in a week or so, or 4 days, 4 or 5 days. I love you. Bye. Sorry about that, guys. My studio or our studio is in our apartment. So
yeah.
News flash.
It's a live-in studio.
So yeah, man.
We live for the podcast.
I think I genuinely think that that was just maybe it was trolling, maybe I'm not necessarily, but like, dude, if you don't think that there's a drug element to the band or a psychedelic, I mean, dude, psych rock is what I would classify them as, right?
100%.
100%, right, dude? And I don't know if they would bands don't, whenever you ask a band, so like, what kind of style are you, man?
I like chill wave alternative goth.
No band likes to answer that shit. It's the fans that put them in the category, okay? It's definitely the fans that put. Have you seen the album art? Have you looked at the music videos?
Shout out, brother.
You're fucking, dude, how are you looking? I'm not saying you have to be high and I'm just saying look at that stuff and try to tell me that somebody's not on something when that shit's being made. You're lying to yourself, man. There is an influence of drug culture to that world, whether it be the fans putting it on the band or the band putting it out there. I think it's a little bit of both. I think the band definitely tasted. Bro, what the fuck? Has anybody seen Robot Stop, Gamma Knife, any of those videos, dude? Like, they're fucking insane, bro. They're fucking insane, dude.
Hot Wax,
dude.
Wacky.
Trapdoor, bro. That one's a wacky doodle. Like, a lot of them are just simplistically wacky, which don't make sense to the sober-minded. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but there are like there's artists, whether musicians or like painters and stuff, that so they look for a certain vibe. And so I'm not implying that they do or don't indulge in any of those, but some people are just influenced by whether music they listened to in the past or how other shows have taken place or like artwork. Like, you might look at that and like, I don't know, you might look at something and just want to make it look what would be considered trippy or whatnot. You know what I mean? And like, and one of the things I like the most about this band is they're not in your face. It's not like some rappers and stuff talking about like smoking weed and like pop the molly, I'm sweating. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna hear a lot of examples of them talking about directly just like, yeah, we were zooted when we made that song, or this and that, and I like that. Whereas some cultures, like, for example, if you go to a Bass Nectar show, everybody in that audience is like sniffing ketamine and like they're rolling or like on 10 tabs. You know what I mean? It's like, that's super. I don't know. Both are known to have communities of fans like that, but I feel like one acknowledges it in different ways, if that makes sense.
I understand what you're saying. And I think the majority of people who maybe even go to live concerts, like, will fuck with a little bit of cannabis. They'll smoke a little bit of weed. The majority of people that are going to concerts, okay? So, like, I know that's painting a giant brush here, but, like...
For sure.
I'm saying that because I've been to concerts, and dude, there is an aroma in the air in states where it's super illegal. Okay, so like, I've been to shows out in Los Angeles where it is legal, and bro, that shit gets dank. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
smoky.
Maybe I'm upset with the perception that is being indicated about cannabis being a loser type situation. Like, dude, I don't think those correlate, and I think that was maybe a dumb sentence to put out into the Gizz Verse. And me personally, I don't like that, because And just, I mean, even a few examples. Like, I fuck with Eric Andre hard, dude. I like that guy. Ask him if he smokes weed. He doesn't.
Nope.
He gets down on LSD maybe, but like he does not fuck. And he notably he said that in interviews before, and he just doesn't. He doesn't get down on cannabis. So again, I'm not saying the artists, because you can look at Eric Andre's art and just be like, dude, this guy's high a lot. You know what I mean? Like you could say that just by looking at some of his art.
What's he doing?
But that's not necessarily what's going on there. Same thing with the Grateful Dead, dude. Again, they didn't like walk around handing people hits of LSD or anything like that, but a lot of people painted that
You
brush
want to like
on
our
them.
music?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they weren't crazy about it. They didn't want their shows to become alleys for people to just come get as zooted as possible. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. They did not encourage that.
So I get that aspect of things. However, bro, I've also been on psychedelics. I've also been on cannabis. While listening to this band and other bands, but while listening to King Gizzard, and it opens up another layer of this band that I didn't know existed. The first time I listened to him, in my eye and mind, third eye, baby, what's up? Fourth color. What do you want to do?
Oops.
In that vision set, I listened to them for the first time. You've told me that I listened to them for the first time, and like I didn't know it. I think we talked about that on the first episode. But like I didn't realize that I was even listening to the fucking band. And then the first song that I have listened, it was Rattlesnake, and that was the first. I was a fucking music video. I'm tripping balls. I come out of the bathroom out there staring at myself in the fucking mirror for 3 hours. I come out and it's just Rattlesnake and this trippy like 1960s filmed like garbage ass camera, like zooming in, zooming out. Ambrose being a fucking little weirdo.
Wacky.
It's all wacky, bro. It's whack. I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? And we just cranked the volume up and
all night,
fucking jam,
all morning,
jam, dude. And from that night, that band became my favorite band. And I'm not saying it was LSD that did that, or cannabis that did that, or mushrooms that did that, or whatever, but it is definitely influenced by it. It was definitely like I saw a different version of them than I would have had. Like I showed my brothers or like people who I respect like musically, and I show them and they're like, dude, this comic, Brian Vokey, great guy, listens to some weird shit, bro. Like some weird fucking like German 1960s pop, disco pop stuff that's like, bro, what is going on, man?
I get behind it.
Versatile. I showed him the King Gizzard. First off, he said like, oh man, like the OCs, that's awesome. He goes, they sound a lot like the OCs. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. He already knows. And then he was just like, man, you listen to some really weird shit, dude. And I was like, this guy saying I listen to some weird
Thanks,
shit,
man.
It's like, man, I wish he was. And I kept trying. I was like, yo, man, you want to smoke a little bit? He's like, nah, man, I'm
never.
Good, bro. Yeah, dude. So I was like,
absolutely not.
I was like, all right, man, maybe he just doesn't get it, dude. Maybe he doesn't understand that layer, man. So I don't know. I don't know really what I'm trying to say, and maybe I'm pissing off some of you guys right now. You're like, fuck you, Tommy, man. They're not all, we're not all drug addicts and stuff. I'm not saying that, dude. I don't know, bro. I think it's ignorant to paint drugs with the evil of being lazy, and because people are lazy, bro. People don't take advantage of life, and I think psychedelics enhance that thing in your body and mind where you're like, dude, I'm only alive for a certain amount of time. I got to go out, have some fun, and get shit done. So I don't think that. Yeah. And I mean, dude, I'll smoke sativa and have a fucking panic attack about where I'm at in life and be like, dude, I want to accomplish this, and just like think about my dreams and aspirations and stuff like that.
It's true. That's a thing.
I think
maybe not for everybody.
Maybe not for everybody. Maybe not for everybody. So I don't know. I do think that there's definitely a drug culture in the Gizz Verse, and a healthy one.
At this point, it's whether they're
not promoting
like it or not.
Cocaine and shit
not
like
at
that,
all.
dude,
You know what I mean? Like the vibe. It's like I like them because when we first saw the music videos, we realized, okay, these guys, it's for real, but they don't take themselves that seriously. You know what I mean? This is it's very entertaining. They're having a good time doing it,
People
man.
vultures, man. Come on,
dude, that's great. And they're awesome, man. They're amazing.
Silly.
Yeah, rock on, boys. Thank you for what you do, man. We appreciate you.
Yeah, dude. And let us know if you guys do drugs. DM me, because I'll have a cop come to your house immediately.
Yeah, everybody's busting, man. We're a bunch of narcs here.
This is all a narc.
GizzVerse
I fucking hate drugs. Okay, I voted for Donald Trump.
Don't worry about that. So
I'm just kidding. I'm not registered to vote, man. I don't want them calling me for jury duty or me going into the fucking the draft. Fuck that shit, bro. Those are two things that people sign up for when you register. Like, yeah, I'll vote for the president. Yeah, when they go to war, you'll call your fucking number too, bro. Smart move, dog. Smart move. Wow, this podcast is everywhere.
We all over the place today, man. It's been a while. Like I said, it's been a while,
dude,
man.
We haven't talked to you guys in a while, so there's a lot of catch-up game. And in the meantime of it being a while, dude, your vinyl collection that you've been sending to our new apartment
slowly but surely
with boxes and stuff like that is becoming impressive. And it kind of
it's getting there.
It led me to write some notes on what, like, the influence of King Gizzard in this vinyl culture, because you're not buying just King Gizzard albums and
Absolutely
stuff like
not.
that. No, but dude, on the fan page and on the there's a flightless vinyl fan page where it's just flightless, like, fans of vinyls on there, and they're just like geeking out, trading, passing around, reselling. It's like this whole inner black market of vinyls, man. It's nuts. It's nuts, and people are it's starting a whole niche within a niche within a niche type thing,
right.
you know? It's kind of crazy. And it's reigniting people's excitement for vinyls.
Well, because the whole vinyl train in the last few years and longer have been, it's been gaining momentum for sure. And then when bands like this, when they make X amount, you know, they're not pumping out, 40 million of them or whatever to sell to the masses, it makes them valuable. Like one of my gravest mistakes was not pulling the trigger immediately on Laugh About Life, Popeyes album, because now that's incredibly sold out. They have like a white one that's like incredibly valuable now that they sell like on eBay, and people will trade kind of for a lot of dough, or like Float Along, Fill Your Lungs, and like the Odd Mints, like those go for a lot of dough, man. So it's crazy, because if you got them originally, you're made in the shade. I would personally not sell them at all, but it's cool when bands like this will make the vinyls exclusive and just pretty as hell. You know what I mean? They look amazing. They look awesome. And I think Eric said that he would like to repress them in the future and just do it on 180, just black, just full black. Those have the best sound. But when you add colors and stuff, that kind of jeopardizes it a little bit from the research I've done and heard.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So like that real thick 180 vinyl is what you're looking for, the 180 gram. So yeah, so it might not be as like pretty looking and shocking, but it's gonna have that sound.
I didn't get into vinyls to that level. Like I got a fat ass vinyl collection at my pop's crib back in Orlando. With a pretty good vinyl player too. But I'd listened to vinyls for a while. I liked them. I would always do it, but more for like the nostalgia of it. Like I love pulling out a Doors album, smoking a joint, and just 100%. Like fucking jamming out. I had their double live album. Oh my god, it was my favorite, dude. 5 to 1 live is just, it's a whole other level of jamming. Dude. You could hear like the rawness. Like, dude, he just gets into it. It's fucking nuts, man. But
jamming.
It is a different way of listening to it, but like definitely for me more of a nostalgic thing.
I think that's definitely a part of it.
Do you think it's a part of it?
Part of it, yes.
What do you think about the sound difference in it?
Sound difference, I think. Well, I mean, but again, it's still going to come down to your speakers and stuff.
Do you think that's why like people are starting to veer more to vinyl? Is it a nostalgia, like an authenticity of like, I love this band and I have the vinyl to prove it. This is my fucking like.
Right.
I love this band, and so much so that like I listen to them authentically on this. I'm not listening to it like on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is there that there, or is it like, dude, no, it sounds way better on a vinyl. Like I think it's way better.
A big old, because way better is like a tough. Some people will argue that, but damn, way better. I think it still comes down to your speakers. If you have shit speakers, it's not going to sound great, believe it or not. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
I think like you said, like the nostalgic stuff, especially with older records, it's more like, because you feel like your dad or something, almost like, damn, he was doing the same thing on like maybe a similar record player or the same one, or you're trying to get that vibe kind of thing. That's cool. For me, it's really just one of the things for me is owning the music. I just want it. I have Spotify. I adore Spotify, but I mean, if I have no internet, if something happens, that's gone. I want to have it. And with CDs, you have it, and you have like a little booklet that comes with it. With like the vinyl, man, it's like, I mean, a lot of guys can know what I'm talking about. It's like when you open Nonagon Infinity and stuff, and like the artwork that comes in that, and like the boys all in makeup, and like the little like the picture of Stu like dragging his eyes all crazy. It's just like, damn, like this is mine. Like this is I love this right here. It's good. It's it's nice to have, and I like the idea of just like, yo, come over, pull out, pick a record, whichever one you want, throw the needle on it, dude, let's jam. You know, it's like, I like that. I like the whole scene.
It's a lot better than having a CD.
Having a CD, I mean, no offense, dude. Some CDs sound amazing, bro. Like the quality on CD when that came out was huge. You know, like you could flip through tracks. CDs are great also, but it seems more intimate, more personal. It just seems more fun, man. You know, you have to get up and flip it, and like, which isn't necessarily the most convenient thing, but it's cool. It's a whole vibe for sure.
It's definitely paying attention to the music. Rarely do you put the vinyl on and it is background to what's going on. I mean, I'm over generalizing, but like maybe when I'm listening to the vinyl, it is the thing I'm paying attention to. It is the thing. It is what is going on. Like, yeah, maybe we're smoking weed or something like that, but like it is the foundation of the entertainment, so to speak.
But it's like, I've done this at my old place. It's just like, I'll bet, I have to clean this morning. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you throw on, I don't know, man, early in the morning, you throw on Sketches of Brunswick East. You just throw the needle on that bad boy. It's just like, you feel like, going back to your point about not being productive as a pothead or whatever. Dude, I'll smoke a bowl and I clean my whole place, and I'm like, but it's almost, I'm trying to beat before I have to flip it. You know what I mean? So I'm on a whole mission now with the, you know what I mean? It's like, so to give a little leverage to your point there, it just paints a whole vibe. It sets the whole vibe of the place you're at, where I could throw on my Bluetooth speaker and throw on Spotify, and that's awesome. I love it. But, you know, I don't know. The vinyl gives a whole nother little spiciness.
So it's not just one thing that makes it
not
awesome.
To me.
I think the vinyl culture is building for all those reasons that you listed. You know, the authenticity of owning the thing. You feel a little closer to the band. You feel a little closer to the music.
Yeah.
You can hold it in your hand. I definitely feel a disassociation with music nowadays than I did when I was buying CDs when I was a kid. And buying records and all that stuff definitely felt cool. And there was an element of to just be totally honest, there was an element of I had them out like in my bookshelf and stuff like that. So like when you came into my office and the recording office, you saw the records, and it was like,
which is yes,
it's
that's
cool.
visually cool.
It's visually cool.
Yes.
I mean, I had my drum set in the corner, guitars hanging up everywhere,
it's a good look.
a
Absolutely.
couch. I mean, it was a very chill ass little fucking room, dude.
It definitely was, yeah.
I don't know. It adds that element of like, oh, dude, let's fucking burn one real quick and jam to whatever you want, dude. I had Michael Jackson and shit like Thriller. Like, I had a lot of different stuff on.
Yes,
people were like,
you should.
You
Absolutely.
listen to Michael Jackson and you're talking shit right now, Tommy. Go fuck yourself. Yo, no, fuck you, man. Michael Jackson was great. All right, he was great, and he died, and you sons of bitches hung him out for nothing. All right. For having a couple friends that were children. Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. So we hung out with Macaulay Culkin. Whatever,
You
bro.
wish you could hang out with King Macaulay Culkin.
So we wanted to, branching off of the vinyls, we wanted to bring kind of a new segment into the podcast. We want to start doing this more and more, having new stuff where we talk about some updated stuff, and we're also going to be branching off into a whole other podcast. We'll talk about that more at the end of the show.
Yes.
But one of the things we wanted to start incorporate, Brian, is since I've known the guy, has been my shaman into music. So anytime that I don't like something, Brian will pull a band out and he goes, oh no, you like this music. Hold on, bro. Let me just find a band that fits your style. And he's great at doing it. For instance, when I first started hanging out with Brian, hanging out with him is loose. When we first started smoking weed together, I didn't like rap. I didn't like hip hop. And Brian was like, yo, man, you like hip hop. You just gotta, because he knew like I love punk rock, and I liked some super white guy stuff. I messed with Bob Dylan a whole bunch. I liked the Doors and stuff like that, but I really messed with punk rock. And Brian was like, all right, well, I know some punk rock style of rap, and you got me into like Project Pat, 3 6 Mafia.
Punk rock rap.
It really is punk rock, where it's like raw, truthful, honest, like defiant of the government,
and bumping,
like really,
dude.
and bumping, straightforward, boom to bap, like buck, man. It was awesome. Anyways, I don't want to get too far. You have always been my shaman, so we wanted to introduce a segment. Man. Brian's bumping bands, all right?
Brian's bumping bands.
The bands that Brian's be bumping for
Bean bumping.
the last week, whatever you want to call it. The band that has inspired you recently, and you talk about them, shed a little light on them for maybe people that don't know the band or whatever.
Or maybe you do.
Maybe you do. Maybe you do know the band.
You probably do.
And if you do, send us your story about that band and maybe why you like them. Send us a DM. Send it over to the podcast. You guys can do it on the Facebook or go to me and Brian's independently. If you're like, yo, I like Brian, but I don't like Tommy that much.
I really get him.
I'm going to DM Brian because Tommy messaged me back and I don't like it, dude. It's a little weird communication. Brian just looks at it and he lets you know he read it, but he doesn't respond to you.
Oh, no,
nice.
but no.
What do you think about that, Brian?
I can dig it. Yeah,
like
I'm not trying to shatter anybody's brain here and stuff, but
no, but you definitely blow my brain. So like you're not really turning the listeners on as much because we don't want to insult you guys. You guys probably know these bands because you're so.
Hey, you guys know what's going on.
You guys are cool.
Yeah, you guys are in the mean streets looking for music.
Yeah.
My favorite pastime is digging in the streets and looking for music, man.
So let's help out some of the audience members that maybe don't know these bands.
Okay.
What's your
Triple
bumping
B
band
exclusive?
What's
Brian,
your bumping band of the week, dude?
Bumping band of the week. Let's see.
What are you bumping, dude?
Okay, man, that's tough because I'm gonna incorporate, like I said earlier, Okeechobee. I'm gonna incorporate this in here.
Okay.
So I would try in the future, like put more like a current band that's like fresh and new and like, whoa, this is what I've heard. But I'm not gonna do that this week because I had such a mind-boggling experience a couple weeks ago at the Okeechobee Music Festival. Shout out, Florida, representing.
Hey. Right before you moved out.
Literally right before, like days before I left. There was a lot of bands there, so most I don't really mess with. It was what I like about Okeechobee is there's hip hop, there's like pop, there's everything, so there's something for everybody, which is great. And I went there for the good time, of course, but mostly for the Flaming Lips and Chicano Batman. Those are two of my go-tos.
So you went there to go see Flaming Lips. I didn't know that.
Yes, not knowing it's going to be this big of a deal. If you guys, so yes, I will say my Triple B pick of the week is going to be the Flaming Lips. Yes, you've heard of them. Yes, you jammed to them probably. Rock and roll. Their music is great. I've always dug it. Had a real big appreciation for it. These guys live, like nothing I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen a live show like that where it was a gift and a curse. It ruined the rest of the festival for us. It ruined it. Every other band, Snoop Dogg came out after with the Roots and Shaka Khan, and they did a jam session that was really cool. It was chill, but rap music after the Flaming Lips, like homies, I mean, it's a full stage performance with like confetti and huge like inflated balls flying around. He did a David Bowie tribute where he gets in this big plastic ball and it was like a kaleidoscope, and he's walking through the crowd in the big ball. This all happens immediately. They have the big pink robot, like from like Yoshimi. Like he fights the robot. He comes out on a unicorn at one point. He's waving in the crowd. He's like, I love you all so much. It's like to go from that to then Snoop Dogg, who I love my whole life.
Like a goddamn musical.
It was. It's a whole thing, man. So to then see Snoop Dogg, he literally had strippers on stage.
Like the opposite.
The complete opposite. Yeah, like back that ass, my first, dude. Which is, I kept channeling fifth grade Brian. I was like, fifth grade Brian would be loving this so much. I was trying to love it so hard, man. And my friend Terry's like, no, we're all beautiful. Like, no, we're all beautiful. He says at some point, everybody shake that ass. Like he's like, you shake your ass, you shake your ass. Everybody shake your ass. I'm like, why are we all shaking our ass?
Hey man, somebody gotta shake your ass.
Somebody gotta shake their ass, yeah. Bro. And it's like 30 degrees. The strippers are out there dropping it low. They got their thongs on. I'm like,
man, they didn't think it was gonna be 30 degrees, bro.
Yo, like Florida, cool, man.
They planned for it being warm, dude.
They planned for it being warm.
I blame Snoop for that, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't Snoop's fault, man. He what's my motherfucking name? We're like, dude, your name. You know your name, dude. Like,
damn, you guys were high, bro. Fuck you.
We were a little zooted, man.
Yeah,
but
and not on cannabis. You guys were high on some.
Maybe not, man.
Shit,
hey,
you know
maybe not. You know,
judgmental pieces of shit. You know what I mean? Like it's Snoop Dogg, bro. You've never seen Snoop Dogg live before, right? Never.
And the Roots were playing his jams.
See, man,
that's tight. Like that's cool.
I'd be geeking out over Questlove no matter what, bro. If I saw Questlove live, I'd be like, bro, kill me. This is fine. I'm a drummer, dude. So Questlove is like a whole. I love drummers
y'all.
That run the band. The guys that are just so good. They play all the other instruments, but they know that the drums are the core of that rhythm shit, and it's like, dude, that's what makes King Gizzard so prolific, because they got two drummers, and it's like a hive mind type shit, bro. It's so wild, man. So fucking wild. Anyways, Flaming Lips, your banging band of the week.
That's gonna be the banging band of the week. If they ever come to anywhere you're around, go see them. Seriously, like I was like, me and my buddy who saw them, Tarek, we're like, wow, dude, we're like, do we become roadies for them now? Like, are we groupies? Like, after that, Tarek goes, dude, I just experienced love for the first time in my life. I was like, God damn, dude. I was like, maybe me too. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on here. Like, it was a whole thing, man. So
yeah.
Let's go see them, guys. We'll rent out a school bus and the whole GizzVerse podcast will go see them.
I'm down.
Yeah, we'll do the damn thing. Bump them all this week and let me know. Yeah, talk to if you've seen them, if you know about their, shout us out.
Send us a message.
Send us a message.
Let us know.
Let's talk about it.
You've been jamming too, because it's. Yeah, man. I have not seen them live. I don't mess with them a whole bunch.
We will.
I do like them.
It's gonna happen.
That I do know from them are dope. But yeah, man. I'm interested. You got You got my interest peaked. Okay. Definitely.
Because it's funny because at the show I was like, how am I gonna explain this to Tommy? Because I was like, I know you'll understand. Seriously, I was like, man, but damn. How am I going to explain this?
Stuff happens to me that I feel like there's no way Brian's going to believe this. He's going to think I'm fucking lying, dude. When a homeboy, when the guitarist of Babe Rainbow handed me a joint, I was like, dude, there's no way Brian's going to believe this.
They won't buy this.
Flash forward to you seeing a video on YouTube of fucking...
Babe Rainbow live in San Diego. I was like, I'm intrigued.
Click on that shit on YouTube. Lo and behold, I'm front row. I told you, bro. I told you, man. I was there, dude.
White guy dancing the night away, man. Just
There's some stuff that feels like a dream, and it's like, bro, this is not real right now, dude. So yeah, I've had those moments. How am I going to explain this to trees? Definitely, man. Well, that's a great pick. I agree. Everyone should go check them out. I honestly think we got to wrap this shit up here in a second.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
We're close to an hour. I got to get ready for some shows I'm doing. I'm keeping an eye on the clock. I'm gonna be in. If you guys are out in this area, come check me out. I'm doing live comedy shows. I'm headlining, so I'm doing like an hour closing shows. It's my show. Come out and see me. Come hang out with me.
Party with them.
I'm going to be in a casino. I'm going to post this all on my Facebook, so you can go on my Facebook to get the direct links for this stuff. I'm going to be in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, at the casino there. I'm going to be in Wisconsin, and I'm going to be in Duluth, Minnesota. Minnesota? I think so. Michigan. Something like that. So check my Facebook out. I'm going to post it. I've been real lazy with that shit because I've had a lot of stuff going on lately, guys. A lot of stuff popping, a lot of stuff in the works. Come out, see me, hang out. If you guys got stickers, cool. If you haven't yet, they're still on the way. We've ordered some more. We're gonna send out more. Some of you guys got fucked out of them because I ran out midway, and I still got to send them out. Blah 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 blah. I'm sorry. I still love you. Don't worry. Don't hate us. Be like, you guys lied to me. I didn't lie to you. It just takes fucking forever, guys. All right, those. I didn't think that people would like them that much, so we only ordered like.
We're happy about it. It's a good problem to have, guys.
We only ordered a limited amount, and then we're like, all right, well, now we got to get a bunch more. And the guy's like, well, all right, it's gonna take a couple months to get it out there. It's like, all right, you just made them. What the? Anyways, we'll get them out to you. Don't worry about it. Like we said, in the future, we are going to have people come in and be interviewed on the podcast. And hopefully we can have people come over. Hopefully that's going to be a thing coming up real soon in the next couple podcasts. We are going to continue doing album reviews of the podcast as well. And, we're just going to have updates like this one as well. Furthermore, we are also going to be doing additional podcasts that are not as Gizz related. They're just going to be me and Brian tackling some
social inequalities and
nothing like that. We're gonna have a completely different show. We're gonna have some sports on there. We're gonna be talking about other bands. We're gonna be talking about our life experiences,
all sorts of stuff
and stuff like that. We're also gonna be interviewing people that we find super super interesting. Now that Brian's in Los Angeles, we have a lot of our production ideas that are gonna start taking into place.
Bets are off now.
If you guys want to check those out, please help support us. You can also check our Patreon out if you guys want to become members of our Patreon thing. I don't really know. We just started this. I don't really know anything about it, but somebody in the biz told me I need to get going with this stuff. So we created a Patreon. If you guys want to become members, we are going to have exclusive content coming out monthly. We have actually some merchandise that we're going to start to order and start passing out for free for people that do become Patreon members. We're also going to have exclusive episodes of the podcast like GizzVerse in the Dark. We are going to
do a black edition.
Yeah, we're going to get a little tipsy-toesy Jersey with some guests and talk
Start
about King
talking.
Gizzard. And so those are some of the ideas that are going to be coming real soon. More information on that soon, guys. Thank you so much for listening this week, though. We're excited to be back. I'm excited that you're
So
here,
excited.
Brian. Right?
Home.
Oh, my God.
Feels good, brother.
So excited. All right, I got to go pack real quick and take off for these fucking gigs, guys. I love you guys. Thanks for listening.
Woo, we love you guys. I got to go hit the couch and take a nap. If y'all out in LA, Tommy's gonna be gone in a few days. Come entertain me.
Hit Brian.
Hit me up, dude. Like you lived here longer. You know a good restaurant. You probably got a record player. I got some. We'll hook up and we'll do something.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we actually had a lot of people that hit us up for stickers that live in Los Angeles, live in San Diego, and stuff like that. So I know there's somebody out there that has a San Diego ticket.
You got a ticket out
so
there
if
somewhere,
you got
man.
a ticket, please let me know because
Please.
I want to buy one off you. And we're gonna be posting about this. We need it bad. I know it's like
Need it bad.
It's June 31st, so it's coming up soon, man.
Quick.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot for listening. My name's Tommy O'Neill.
I'm Brian Cintron again.
This is a GizzVerse podcast, guys. Peace.
We out.